Happy New Year, DP families, and welcome to Tech Tip Tuesday. This is Alyssa Bossard and Veronica Carrera, and we're going to go ahead and review a little bit of tech from 2020 and give you a couple tips and tricks for this month. So back in September of 2020, we went over the Parent Guide, Parent Square, and Google Classroom. If you go to bit.ly/series Parent Digital, you will find the Parent Digital Guide to Learning in both English and in Spanish. On the digital guide, there are tips and tricks on how to have the most efficient running Chromebook, as well as how to contact teachers, what sort of tools are being used for digital learning in 2020-2021. We also covered Parent Square, so if you don't already have the app, you can go to your Google Play Store or the Apple Store and download Parent Square now. You can register with your email or phone number that is registered with the school, and then you should start receiving notifications immediately. As you can see here, this is our Don Pedro stream. So on your phone, it would look something like this. You can send messages to your students' teachers, as well as the principal and other office staff personnel. We also went over Google Classroom. So your students are using Google Classroom as a main form of communication between teacher and student. This is where a lot of assignments are being pushed out while digitally learning. So for example, if you were to go to Google Classroom and you were a student of mine, you could go to the to-do list here, and it'll tell you what is due this week, next week, and possibly later, or if they do not have due dates. You can also check your students' missing assignments, what they have done already, and what is upcoming. You can find all of that in your students' Google Classroom. In October, we went over reading resources as well as MobyMax. So our reading resources are our DP library, the county library, Epic, Benchmark, and teaching books. So our DP library is open. Your student is either checking books out directly from Ms. Gallo as she visits classrooms, or through Destiny Discover, which is an online tool that students can check out books. You can also check out books through the county library online. They are not currently open for in-person books, but you can do it online. You can apply for a free library card online and check out as many books as you like and pick them up at your local library. Epic is a free resource that teachers will have to set up for their class. So if your teacher has a class set up, your student can read through Epic. All Don Pedro students have access to through Clever, as well as teaching books. They also have access through Clever. Also in October, we went over MobyMax. MobyMax is accessible through Clever. Students can access different skill-based practice. For example, there's math, there's SPAC fluency, reading skills for literature. MobyMax assigns assignments at your students' levels, as well as teachers can assign students assignments, and then teachers will get reports of where your student is making progress. In November and December, we went over Destiny Discover as well as Pathblazer. So again, Destiny Discover is a tool students can use to check out library books here at Don Pedro. So they would just need to go to their 4seriesusd.net folder, click on Library, log in with their lunch number and password, just as they do on their Chromebooks, and then scroll around for books. They could search books or scroll, and if they see a book that says in with the little green flag, they can click on it, press hold, and that will be waiting for them the next time they are on campus. We also went over Pathblazer. Pathblazer is on Clever. All students have access to it. In order to start Pathblazer, they would have to complete the screener and diagnostic assessments, which most students should have already completed at this point in the year. And then all they need to do is follow the snowflakes for their next assignment. So January, a few housekeeping tips. So clearing cookies and bookmark items might help your computer run a bit better. So in order to clear cookies, your student will go to the Google browser, click on the three dots that are in the right-hand corner, go all the way down to More Tools, and Clear Browsing Data. Another way to access that is to also go back to those three dots, settings, and then you'll search the word cookies and then click it, and then it'll clear your browsing data, and they'll want to do it from all time and then clear data. Another thing that could be slowing down your computer is how many pinned items or bookmarked items they have along the top of their Chrome browser. So if there are too many bookmark items, this will slow down your browser's speed. And if you double tap on the Chromebook on the trackpad over the bookmark item, you can delete it. I always tell students, think, when was the last time you used that site? If you're a sixth grader and it was way back in first grade, you may not need that bookmark anymore, so go ahead and delete it. And again, clearing cookies or bookmarked items help with your browser speed. So if your internet is moving really, really slow and your student is having a hard time getting through assignments, or they're getting kicked out of Zoom a lot, a good idea would be to clear their cookies or bookmarked items. All right, guys, that's all we have for you today on this Tech Tip Tuesday. We look forward to next time.